Cute guy, I'm here. Cute guy.
Who are you?
Are you the male model hired by the hotel?
Get up now.
Mr. Matt, Kara is probably lying in the arms of the dirtiest man in the city now?
Snow, you are so smart that you know this trick. After I break off my engagement, with Kara with a good reason, I will marry you.
I drank too much last night. Are you a waiter in the hotel? What happened last night was an accident. Accident.
You're not a gift from Mr. Olson?
This is your reward of last night. Hello, Dad.
Bastard, you slept with a wild man, and everyone in the city knows it now. Where the hell are you? Come back now.
Just take the money. You're a waiter. It must be very hard to serve the guest here.
Hey, I'm not short of money.
Mr. Collins, 3 years ago, the young lady who saved you from landslide during your visit to the ecological park is found.
Where is she?
Her name is Kara. She is the daughter of the Hayes family. I sent you a photo. Please take a look.
Kara Hayes. Surprisingly, it is her. Send a notice that we will invest another $500 million in the new project of Hayes family. Just treat it as a gift for Kara on first meeting her.
Susan, what's going on? Why are all the media saying that I'm having an affair with a wild man?
Kara, why are you still in mood for shopping?
What's going on between you and my sister? I need an explanation.
You're the one who should explain, right? Kara Hayes, haven't you read the trending topics? Everybody is saying the eldest son of Davis family was cuckolded. Thanks to you, I'm a joke now.
Kara, I have comforted Mr. Matt for a long time last night.
So you comforted him with both your heart and body? Adrian, look at her. We're innocent, aren't we?
That's enough, Kara. I always treat Snow as my sister. Take a look at what you've done. Let's cancel the engagement now.
Kara, according to the rules of Hayes family, one has to get married to inherit the family's property. Everybody knows your scandal now. And even Mr. Matt broke off the engagement. I'm afraid no man will marry you.
You are wrong. He wants to marry me.
Kara, are you sure about it? You want to marry him?
Everyone knows about your scandal now, even if you are willing to marry him. Will he agree?
Is there any problem? No problem. Later. Expand the green area over there. I hope to see that. It's you.
I want no car, no house, no betrothal gifts. I don't want anything. Will you marry me?
Ah.
Do me a favor and marry me. In the future, I'll give you 100,000 yuan as pocket money every month. It's better than being migrant worker and waiter, right?
Kara, you're notorious now. Davis family broke off the engagement. Which man dares to marry you?
Who said that no one was willing to marry her? I'm willing.
Did you see that? The eldest son of the Davis family doesn't want to marry you just because you are dirty.
You?
You are a scumbag and a bitch. I wish you will be together forever. Let's go, hubby. Let's go get our marriage certificate. Don't be with these two filthy things. Misfortune.
I'll listen to you, honey.
Who are you calling a bitch? I'm so pissed off.
Wait and see, Kara Hayes.
Yes, thank you.
Well? You really don't regret marrying me?
Though you have no money and no house, I don't care about it at all. These things don't matter that much. I'll take care of you in the future. You can be a house husband?
A man should have his own career.
Okay.
I like ambitious people like you.
The business of the Hayes family is my mommy's work for life. I must do everything I can to get it all back. After I get it back, you just help me?
All right.
By the way, I have something else to do. I'll leave first.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay.
Mr. Collins, Miss Hayes's engagement has just been canceled. You're in such a hurry to marry her. It will damage your reputation?
Well, in this world, is there no one you care about?
Oh, by the way, I found out what happened to Miss Hayes. Snow and Adrian worked together to frame her. I've sent the video to your phone.
Cancel. The 500 million yuan invested in the new project of the Hayes family. Without Kara in charge, the Hayes family is not worth it. Also, send the video anonymously to Kara.
Yes.
Why does the Collins family suddenly withdraw the investment in the ecological park project? Because the Collins family has withdrawn funds. All investors cancelled their cooperation. What should we do?
Mr. Hayes, it's all because of Kara. Her scandal became a hot topic. This has angered Mr. Matt, so Mr. Collins withdrew the investment.
Dad, I'm back.
I thought you wouldn't come back. Has Mr. Matt cooled down?
What does that have to do with me?
You! Because of your scandal, the Collins Group has cancelled the 500 million yuan investment. Your reputation is now in tatters. Which man will marry you?
He is not a wild man at all. We are married. What?
I can't believe it, Kara. You really married that migrant worker.
That person is a migrant worker.
Nonsense. You are a member of us, yet you married a migrant worker. Do you still care about me?
From the moment you took this woman and your illegitimate daughter home, have you ever done your duty as a father to me?
Who are you calling a bitch?
Kara, don't forget, my mother is the legitimate Mrs. Hayes now.
Like mother, like daughter, you are both shameless to seduce men.
Mr. Hayes, look at Kara. She slandered me, her stepmother. She even slandered Snow.
Kara, I think you've really grown up. How dare you talk back to your stepmother and insult Snow?
Dad, don't forget that. Everything in Hayes' family is obtained relying on the power behind my mother. Everything you and Marilyn have belongs to my mother, and I'm the real heir of Hayes' family.
You...
Bitch, when I get the right of inheritance of Hayes' family, I'll kick you out first.
Snow is really childish.
Hey, look at!
Is the car ready?
Hey, Mr. Collins, you're here? You car? We've washed up. I'll get the key for you now.
All right.
Bryant Collins. It's really you.
Why are you here, Kara?
What are you doing here?
I'm working part-time here.
A part-time job of washing the car.
Ah!
You scared me. I thought the Rolls-Royce worth 30 million yuan was yours.
Mr. Collins?
He called you Mr. Collins?
Well? Boss, Mr. Collins's car has already been washed.
What did Mr. Collins mean? Is it role-playing? Collins, you did a good job today. You can get off work early, okay?
Hey, where do you live?
Eagle Villa.
Isn't that a rich neighborhood? Do you live there?
No, you misunderstood. I mean, I live in the community next to Eagle Villa.
Wait a minute, I'll send you home after I have my car washed.
Well, all right. Hello, buy me an apartment in the community next to Eagle Villa right now. Don't decorate it? Here's my home. It's not safe for a girl like you. Why don't you go home first?
How about treating me a cup of tea?
Tea?
Well, the environment of apartment you live is nice. The month's rent must be high, right?
Actually, this is not my apartment. I live with my cousin.
Oh, it must be hard for you to live in someone else's home, right? By the way, which room do you live? We have been walking for such a long time.
What's wrong with Clovis Chambers? He has not sent me the room number yet. Oh, I live in 1305.
Here it is. Let's go in and meet your cousin.
Hey, my cousin is a homebody. He is afraid to communicate with others. I'm afraid he didn't want to see strangers.
Maybe your cousin has some mental issues? Take your cousin to see a doctor.
Hey, who are you two? You've been staying at the door for a long time.
He is your cousin.
Yes, he is my cousin. Why is he acting up again?
I am not his cousin. What?
Cousin, this is the business card of a neurologist. Remember to go to the hospital. Don't forget that. Get out of here.
Cousin, remember to visit that doctor.
Neurologist in Boston? You're the crazy one. You said I'm crazy. Your whole family is crazy. Crazy.
All right, that's it. Hurry up and take a look at your cousin.
Hey, be careful on the way.
Well... Oh, by the way, tomorrow is my grandma's 70th birthday. Remember to come to the birthday party. Put on more formal clothes.
Don't worry, I'll do my best.
Although she is a bit poor, she looks cute. Then I'll go first.
Bye-bye.
Mr. Collins, why did you come to the garden community? The apartment I bought for you is in sweetest community.
Why didn't you tell me earlier? What an ingrate. I almost let the cat out of the bag.
By the way, Mr. Collins, there is a large amusement park project in Davis family. They want to cooperate with us. This is the information. It is Miss Kara Hayes who has planned this. I rejected it for you.
No, just accept it. Mr. Jackson of the subsidiary will be in charge. I want everyone to know my wife's project is the best.
Mr. Collins looks so proud. Your cold and aloof image is about to collapse.
That's great. Snow, Collins Group is willing to work together with us on the amusement park project.
It is the project that Kara helped you with?
Let me tell you, if we are able to cooperate with Collins Group, the number one family, our family, will soon be able to be among the first-class families.
Adrian, so when will you marry me?
Kara would rather marry a migrant worker than come and apologize to me. I will propose to you at your grandma's birthday party. Let her reputation be ruined.
At the birthday party of Grandma, she and her husband, the migrant worker, will be kicked out.
I just received a notification. Cheer up, everyone. Mr. Collins wants to book our entire Marriott hotel. All today, everyone should pay attention to words and actions, okay?
He is late? He agreed to come here at 11 o'clock?
Kara, I am sorry I was delayed by something urgent.
You are always so busy.
Kara.
This is...
He is my sister's husband, that migrant worker. Today is Grandma's 70th birthday. It's embarrassing to bring him here.
You are Kara's grandma, right? Hello, Grandma.
I am not her grandma. I'm her stepmother. I am not that old.
It turned out you are her stepmother. No wonder you look so mean. You must have bullied Kara a lot, right?
Look at them, Mr. Hayes.
Why haven't Kara got him out of here?
What's going on? It's so noisy.
Grandma, it is him. This migrant worker is Kara's husband. He is messing around here. How dare he said that my mother was mean?
Domestic scandals should not be publicized. Let's talk inside.
You're here, Mr. Matt.
Hello, Grandma. Hello, Mr. Hayes. Today I booked the whole hotel for Grandma. Grandma, I will take you there.
Did you see that?
The whole Hayes family is mean to you?
Stop it, I want you to talk less after you get in. What if my grandma is unhappy and lets Snow take charge? I might be kicked out of the house.
Sorry, everyone. Today, Marriott Hotel has been booked by a big shot. We are not open to the public.
Take a good look. This is the big shot today.
Yes, I booked Marriott Hotel today.
I told you I would book today. Why are there still so many people here?
Manager, someone here said that the hotel was booked by him?
Hello, Mr. Collins. This way, please, Mr. Collins.
Where is Mr. Collins?
You're the only one surnamed Collins. Is he calling you?
He might mistake me for someone else.
What does he mean with that look? Is he trying to not expose his identity? Maybe I was wrong.
There is a huge difference between his family and Colin's family. The richest family, a lousy bricklayer, wants to be the richest man. Only Mr. Matt is the richest here.
Hello, Mr. Matt. I was blind just now, Mr. Matt. Has booked the whole place today, right, Manager Green?
You are not foolish. Let's go, Snow.
The top VIP room have been upgraded for you for free.
You go first.
Well,
It is Mrs. Hayes's birthday party. Take good care of the guests. Yes, Mr. Collins. Manager Green of Marriott Hotel. Prepare the best wine and dishes immediately. Manager Green of Marriott Hotel.
This is the top VIP room. I heard that it is usually not open to the public.
Thank you, Mr. Matt. I didn't expect he booked the entire hotel to celebrate my birthday.
It is also my appreciation to celebrate your birthday. Hey, you are welcome. Just call me Adrian.
Adrian is not only handsome, but also powerful. The most important thing is that he's considerate and filial. He is not the same as these poor migrant workers. Today is Grandma's birthday party. He's dressed himself very well, but he didn't show any appreciation to Grandma.
Kara, I don't like Bryant Collins at all. You must cut off all ties with him as soon as possible.
but Grandma, Bryant and I have already married.
I'm talking about the scandal. It has embarrassed the Davis family. The Hayes family gets the engagement cancelled. Because of this, the Hayes family has lost a project of $500 million from the Collins Group. Don't you think it's big enough?
That's right. Isn't it embarrassing?
What does it have to do with me that the Collins Group has withdrawn its investment? As for my scandal, you need to ask Snow and Adrian how it happened, you two. Explain it carefully.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
On the day of Kara's wedding, you went to fool around with a migrant worker. At first, this matter can be solved with an apology. For the sake of our relationship, I wouldn't argue with you either. But you still don't regret it at all.
What kind of garbage are you? So stinky. You and my little cheating sister don't put on a show here?
Grandma, look at Kara. How dare she spread the rumor that I'm a mistress?
That's enough, Kara. If only you still had me in your heart. Divorce this migrant worker. In my heart, only a young man like Mr. Matt deserves to be my grandson-in-law.
Grandma, I always thought that you were righteous and cherished me the most. I didn't expect you to be like this.
I have always trained you as my successor. I'm not allowing you to marry a migrant worker. This check is for 1 million yuan. Take it and leave my granddaughter.
Your granddaughter is worth 1 million yuan?
You're indeed a lowlife. The check is not enough for you, huh? How much do you want? Give me a number.
In your eyes, Kara could be a chip with a clear price, but in my eyes, she is priceless.
Nonsense. This is simply nonsense. This is a check for 1 million yuan.
When I got married, I never thought about getting a divorce. No one has the right to interfere in my marriage.
As you can see, Grandma, before our wedding, Kara probably already had an affair with this migrant worker.
That's right, Grandma. If we lost the support of Mr. Matt, our family would be in trouble.
So this is your plan.
Snow, what's going on between you and Adrian? Isn't this nonsense?
Truth be told, I've always liked Snow. I agreed to marry Kara just because I had no choice. I just didn't expect to be cuckolded so quickly.
Snow is also a member of the Hayes family. Adrian wants to marry her. It is fine as well.
Mom, since Adrian and Snow are already together, then Snow is the future Mrs. Davis. The right of inheritance should be given to Snow.
Mrs. Finn, you don't even bother to pretend now?
You've married a migrant worker. The Hayes family is wealthy. How could it be given to you?
Kara, Mrs. Finn is right. Since it's your own choice, then don't blame Grandma.
The heir of the Hayes family is required to get married, but it doesn't say I can't marry a migrant worker. Isn't it just a profession? My husband can switch professions as he wants. Am I right, hubby?
My wife is right. Isn't it just a profession? I can get another job freely.
Grandma, Adrian has already obtained the cooperation of the Collins group. The Collins family thinks highly of Adrian.
Adrian, did you get the cooperation of the Collins group?
To be honest, Grandma, the Collins group thought highly of the amusement park project of the Davis family. They prepare to build a long-term, intimate cooperation with my family.
This is such a great thing.
Dear VIP guests, the manager specially mentioned that today is the Mrs. Hayes' 70th birthday. Mr. Collins specially prepared the state feast sets. Take your time, everyone.
Oh my God, Mr. Collins has prepared dishes of state feast for Grandma.
Mom, there is no Mr. Collins here. All the dishes on the table were all arranged by Adrian.
When did I arrange state feast? Forget it for now. The Davis family was currently short of funds. We still had to rely on Hayes family. We had to please Grandma first, to let Snow Hayes get the right of inheritance. That's right, Grandma. I specially prepared this state feast for you. But this was nothing. We will all be a family from now on.
Are you sure you prepare the dishes on the table?
Everyone here. Only I have a relationship with the Collins family. It's me, it's not you. I almost forgot. You are a migrant worker. It shouldn't be difficult for you to serve tea and water. I'll give you a chance to show off today. Come on, pour wine for everyone.
Adrian has booked a hotel and prepared the state feast. But you haven't prepared anything. Why don't you stay by our side to serve us? Maybe Grandma is happy with your good performance to let you be son-in-law.
If I pour tea for you, I'm afraid you can't afford it.
Sorry, everyone. Today, the state feast of Royal State Banquet Hall needs to be activated Class S, qualification of assets. Who will verify it?
I've heard, if this state feast is held, a certain amount of assets must be achieved to meet the qualifications.
Who wants to verify it?
Of course it's Adrian. Adrian has got the favor of Collins Group. He also booked Marriott Hotel compared with ordinary rich people. His net worth is much higher. Right, Adrian?
Aha, that's right. I'll do it.
Mr. Matt, please check your fingerprints.
Your identity does not match the status of the state feast in God.
Adrian, what's going on?
Stop trying. Do you think the state feast will begin with the wealth of the Davis family?
Nonsense. Ralph couldn't even open it. You're just a poor migrant worker. Can you make it? It is important for people to know themselves.
That's right. It was important to have self-awareness. With the capacity of Davis family, they might not have qualification to verify funds.
Oh, hello, distinguished guest. Welcome to Royal State Banquet Hall.
What does this mean? Could it be that this migrant worker has passed the verification?
What's going on? You have passed the verification, haven't you?
I'll explain it to you later.
You have to give me one reasonable explanation.
Impossible. Absolutely impossible. The ones can initiate state feast in the Boston. Could be counted by two hands. A migrant worker. How could he have such authority? There's something wrong with your machine.
No way. Our machines are upgraded every day.
I'll do it.
Hello, distinguished guest. Welcome to the Royal State Banquet Hall.
Did I say there was something wrong?
Sorry, it might be the server. Something goes wrong. I'll ask our manager. Dear VIP guests, please enjoy your meal.
In the state feast hall, pretending to be rich, I was almost fooled by you, Kara Hayes. Take care of your husband.
That's right. I was scared to death. Did he really think he was some kind of great figure?
Kara, it's all your fault. For finding a migrant worker, if not for Adrian, he would have succeeded in hoaxing.
All right, sit down and eat. Adrian, I just heard you say Mr. Collins would work with the Davis family to build up an intimate cooperation.
Is that true? Yes, Grandma. The Collins group has taken a fancy to our family. For the amusement park project, in the next 5 years, we will reach a strategic cooperation.
It seems that the Davis family is becoming one of the top 10 families in Boston. There's hope, Adrian, in the future. It will help develop our Hayes family.
Mom Adrian will marry Snow sooner or later. The position of the patriarch.
Lend me your phone. Hello? Cancel it right now. The cooperation with the Davis family for the amusement park project.
Who do you think you are? It's not up to you to cancel.
You really overestimate yourself. The cooperation between the Collins group and the Davis family, it's not up to you to cancel.
Who said to cancel the cooperation?
Director Weil? Director Weil, why are you here?
I heard Mr. Matt come to attend Mrs. Hayes's 70th birthday party, of course. I'm also coming. Mr. Collins personally designated to cooperate with Davis family. I'm sure he is optimistic about Davis family. We should build a good relationship with Mr. Matt.
Let me introduce. This is Director of Mighty Group, a member of Collins Group. He is in charge of the follow-up of this project. Welcome.
Just now I've heard someone say the cooperation will be canceled.
Yes, it's him.
Who are you? You don't deserve to interfere in the cooperation personally assigned by Mr. Collins.
I think I'll have to show myself more often in the future. Employees don't know me. You don't know me?
I won't know. A guy wearing cheap clothes?
It's embarrassing, isn't it? Just now you insisted on canceling the cooperation.
I thought you were different. It was just an act.
As for this project, if I remember correctly, I planned this, didn't I?
Sister, it doesn't matter. Who planned it? Mr. Collins likes Ralph's talent.
Whose talent?
Ralph's talent, of course.
Yes, this is the transfer agreement of your share in Hayes family. As for the current situation, Hayes family should work together with Davis family. Sign it now, otherwise I will throw your mother's relics away.
Victor Hayes, you're crazy.
I am your father without me. You are nobody.
Sister, your mommy's relics should be very important to you, right?
Mr. Abbott. Mr. Abbott, why are you here?
Pass on the order of Mr. Collins. Cooperation of Mighty Group with Davis family is all canceled.
What? Cancel cooperation? Here is another show-off, Kara Hayes. Is the one hired by you, or your husband, the migrant worker?
Mr. Matt, this is president of our branch company, Mr. Abbott. Why are you here? Please tell me, is it the truth that Mr. Collins will cancel the cooperation with Davis family?
Sure it is, Mr. Collins called me personally.
What?
How could this be?
You, Mr. Collins?
Sorry?
The eyes of Mr. Abbott and Mr. Collins are really very sharp. Please send my gratitude to Mr. Collins. For me, I am Kara Hayes.
No problem. Mr. Collins.
Mr. Collins will definitely receive your thanks. Kara.
Right. I'll definitely send your gratitude, Director Weil. Let's not stay here to disturb Mrs. Hayes's birthday party.
Mr. Abbott and Director Weil didn't know him. Looks like I was overthinking, that's right. It's not like fairy tale that the random man she slept with turned out to be a president.
We're leaving. Ha 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 ha. Let's go.
As for Mr. Abbott's cooperation,
there was no room for negotiation?
Hey, Mr. Abbott.
Adrian Davis, what's going on?
You have promised to get the cooperation?
Well, this wine is good.
Grandma, my father must have mishandled this matter. But don't worry. Mr. Collins thought very highly of this cooperation. Everything will be okay.
Yes, Mom and Dad, Grandma. There must be a misunderstanding. Let Adrian confirm it again.
Oh, by the way, it is your birthday today, Grandma. I've prepared a gift for you. It's high-grade 1,000-year-old ginseng. It's good for your health. I wish Grandma bounty, happiness, and longevity of Methuselah.
Thank you, Mr. Matt. All right, all of you take a seat. As for right of inheritance thing, it remains to be settled today. Stop talking about this again.
That migrant worker, what's your name? Today is Grandma's birthday party. You should prepare something for her.
I've already given Grandma a gift, and couples are a family?
I think you are too poor to give gifts.
Even though you are married, but it's the first time you met Grandma, it doesn't make sense if there is no gift for her.
How did you know I didn't give Grandma gifts?
There are so many gifts.
That's true. Are they valuable?
Grandma. Kara said, you like to collect some antiques. This is a gift from me, a blue glazed porcelain vase. I've also done some research on antiques. I'm happy to discuss with you.
Okay, this is high-quality blue glazed porcelain, thank you. It seems that Kara has a good taste.
Damn it, I wanted to ruin Kara Hayes' reputation at Grandma's birthday party. I didn't expect she was so lucky today. There must be another chance, Kara Hayes.
Well, I'll take you home.
Let's go to Bridgeview District. Bridgeview District?
Why is it Bridgeview District?
Oh no. Too many assets, I forgot which suite I talked about last time. Well, I moved out from my cousin's home. You know my cousin has unstable emotions?
Something must be wrong. Every inch of land in Bridgeview District was expensive. Why do you have so much money to rent a house?
I move out and live with my cousin. Yes, I live with my cousin.
Why do you live with cousin every time? Oh, by the way, what happened to the antique just now? Can you explain to me?
Second uncle's problem hasn't been resolved yet. Revealing Kara's identity too early may bring trouble to her, Kara. Actually, my ancestors were always rich. But because my daddy is not doing well in business, he's in debt. But don't worry, I've paid off all my debts. The things just now are some of my family heirlooms.
It turned out that his family declined. No wonder, though he is poor, his words and actions have extraordinary bearing. Well, but you gave all those antiques to Grandma. Those are too valuable.
Kara, it's my greatest luck that you have been my wife. You are more important than anything else.
Then, since we are already married, don't live with anyone else either. Come to live with me together.
Live with you.
You don't want to?
I do. I really do. Of course I do.
You're so cute. Hello. Well, I have something to do at 3 p.m. Wait for me at the entrance of the Wayne Real Estate.
All right, you go ahead with your work. Why did you suddenly come to the real estate store? You live nearby.
Buying a house. 2 people live now. I have to change to a bigger house. Besides, I have to prepare a decent wedding room. This was newly developed real estate companies of Collins Group. I heard that they've been selling a building recently. Let's go and have a look.
Hey, how is it?
Do you like it?
Sister? What a coincidence. Are you also here to buy a house?
It's unnecessary for me to tell you why I come here.
Adrian brought me here to see our wedding villa, especially that most expensive one. It is the only one in the city.
Kara Hayes, after you left me, you found this good-for-nothing man, and you have to pay for this house. You didn't get anything. Look at Snow, the future young madam of Davis family. Her wealth is inexhaustible. If you had let me touch you earlier.
Shameless.
Adrian,
are you all right? Kara Hayes.
Look at Adrian. He is your lover, but he tried to flirt with me. What a scumbag.
Kara Hayes. Stop sowing discord here. Adrian is right. You think too highly of yourself, so you couldn't make him love you. How could you blame him?
Hey, calm down, Kara. Let go of helping others. Respect the fate of others.
Don't be angry. Look, this should be the most expensive villa, right? Looks pretty good.
Will it be too expensive?
Don't worry, it's important to live comfortably.
Sister, do you want to buy this villa, which is worth 90 million, save your money? I am the future heir of Hayes family. You won't get any benefits. You should keep some money to support your scumbag.
I have plenty of money. I can buy this building in minutes. Swipe the card.
Miss Hayes, your card seemed to be frozen.
What? What super fame 3-bedroom? Wait a minute. Hello, Dad. Why is my card frozen?
Kara Hayes, if you doesn't hand over the right of inheritance to Snow, don't even think about using family's money.
Hello? Hello? Daddy?
Kara Hayes. I'm afraid I'm the only daughter in Daddy's heart. If it weren't Grandma, the undying old woman insists. You're the heir.
Grandma is your elder. Why you insult her like this?
Kara Hayes, why did you hit me?
Just because I'm your sister, I'm qualified to teach you a lesson.
Kara Hayes, don't vent all your anger on Snow. You can't get position of successor. That is because you married a useless person. He can't help you.
Come to Mighty Real Estate. Hurry up.
Look at how indifferent he is. Comes to Mighty Real Estate. Hurry up. Sister! I advise you to divorce as soon as possible. Such a good-for-nothing man makes Hayes family embarrassed.
I think he's very good. On the contrary, you are disgusting.
You! Adrian! I only like that building king. Let's just buy this, okay?
All right, I'll listen to you. If you can't afford the king of buildings, I'll buy it.
Building King is just a piece of cake. Even as for all the houses in the whole city of Boston, you can't buy them.
What did he say? I can't buy any house in Boston? Brat? You are a hotel migrant worker. What are you pretending for? Let me tell you, if you dare to threaten me, I'll kill you.
What did you do to Mr. Collins?
Mr. Collins?
You must have made a mistake. He is just an inferior migrant worker. What are you doing?
I have told you. Any industries of the entire Mighty Group won't be sold to you.
It's impossible to take it away?
What is going on, Mr. Collins?
Let me introduce to you Clovis Chambers. A capable secretary of the Mighty Group. He is also my old classmate, so he can help. Is that so? Clovis Chambers?
Of course.
Thanks to Secretary Chambers. Let's go.
You don't want to buy the Building King?
I can't afford it. Then you put up with it, squeeze with me. I'll sleep on the bed and you sleep on the floor.
Ah. And Miss Hayes, today is the anniversary celebration. Every customer has a chance to win a free lottery.
Ouch. I give up. At most, I can only get an egg machine.
Try it, it's okay. Try it.
Pick one. Number 10.
Ouch! Isn't number 10 the special prize? 90% discount on all houses.
No way, I'm so lucky. I'm the luckiest person here.
Then, Your Highness, please buy a house.
Swipe the card. Use this one. This is my private vault.
All right, Your Highness. Quickly, take Miss Hayes to sign the contract.
Hey, wait a minute. 2 houses for the contract?
Mr. Collins, I did a good job, didn't I?
Great. Salary doubled this month, reward you with extra bonus.
Yes. By the way, Mr. Collins, this is what you've been looking for, red diamond necklace. It is worth 1 billion yuan from the royal family of the Jim Kingdom's collectibles. It took a lot of effort to persuade them to sell it to you.
Great.
Delicately decorated. We can directly move in with the luggage. I bought some champagne. Let's celebrate.
All right.
Speaking of marriage, we have been married for so long, we haven't signed the marriage agreement yet. Look, all of these are written by me, don't worry. I won't let you suffer. You signed it without even looking at it. Aren't you afraid of tyrannical terms? You're going to suffer a loss.
I'm willing to be fooled by you. I have something for you.
What?
Happy birthday to my wife.
This red diamond is very pretty. Is this a fake? But it doesn't matter. It's so cute, even if it's fake. I like it. But how did you know my birthday? Since my mommy passed away, I have never had a birthday.
I saw your date of birth. On the marriage certificate. Come here. I'll help you put it on. All right.
How is it?
In the future, as for every birthday, every festival, and every anniversary, I'll spend with you in my rest of life.
Bryant Collins? Thank you. Cheers. Happy today. Have another drink. We are a legal couple now. Is it because I am not charming enough? Hello? Who is it?
Kara is still sleeping.
Abbot Lamperouge, you're back.
Let's talk about business first. Heart of the Deep, which was designed by your mommy all those years ago, will be shown at auction tonight. You said that. This is one of the few relics she left.
Got it? Thank you for telling me first.
You don't have to be so polite with me.
Mommy, I'll get your relics back. Are all of them made by you?
I'll fry an egg. You eat first.
You're quite virtuous. Your apron is loose. All right. Oh, by the way, I have something to do tonight. You don't have to wait for me.
Will you work overtime?
Yes.
All right.
Abbott, why are you here?
I know how important your mommy's relics is for you. Since I have returned home, of course I'll come with you.
You brat, you're such a loyal friend.
Kara, I shift the focus of the company to domestic. In the future, we can meet each other
Really?
frequently,
That's
really.
Perfect. I'll introduce someone to you later.
Darling. Who is it?
Why are you here?
I think you are working overtime until very late at night, so I'm here to bring you dinner. It turned out that you are going on a date?
No, this is my good friend, Abbott Lamperouge. We have played together since we are a child. He is young and promising, and even started a company, Abbott. This is my husband.
Kara, marriage is important. You didn't invite me to the wedding. You're too unrighteous. It happened all of a sudden. I'll tell you the details another day.
Let's go to the auction.
Kara Hayes, you don't pretend to be noble. Enjoy hugging now.
If you don't know how to speak, shut up. I hate your bad breath.
Yo. Sister, unexpectedly, you have become so greedy now as for seducing a man you're really something?
Kara has charming personality, but you always try to steal someone else's husband.
You? Kara Hayes, I know. You come here for the heart of the deep today. Let's wait and see. Let's go.
Abbott, how did you know that?
I know everything about you.
Thank you very much.
Hello? Create some trouble for Abbott Lamperouge? Okay. Kara?
Well,
You have applied too much lipstick.
thank you.
The other party is coming to sign the contract now. All right, I got it.
You look like a little busy. Why not take your time? I will taking care of Kara.
Don't worry. You can go back to work now.
Ah, okay.
Let's go.
Hello everybody, I am Manager Ross from Auction House of Boston. Next, I'll show you this piece of stunning auction item. It was designed by Sunny Day, who was the most famous jewelry designer back then. But unfortunately, she died young. Its name is Heart of the Deep.
This is one of only a few relics left by my mommy.
The auction.
Heart of the Deep, the base price is 10 million. Every time the price makeup should be no less than 1 million. Start bidding now.
10 million.
30 million when?
Sister, you're too stingy. More 50 million.
My dad froze my card in my private coffer. There is only 30 million left. Maybe. I'll borrow some from Abbott.
Sister, you don't have any money, do you? Daddy is right. He froze your card. You and you, migrant worker husband, are poor now.
Hey everyone, the eldest daughter of Hayes family. Couldn't even take out $50 million. Isn't this too embarrassing?
Kara Hayes, I'll give you a chance. To beg me, give the position of right of inheritance to Snow. We'll give it to you.
No way.
You? Then your mother's relics will be ours now.
50 million going once.
70 million yuan.
Hello? Are you crazy? I don't have that much money.
80 million.
100 million yuan.
When they raise the bid, you're not allowed to. Do you hear me?
310 million.
200 million.
210 million.
300 million.
Bryant Collins, you pauper, what are you messing around?
This person? Who exactly is this person? The bid is lavish.
What kind of background could he have? I'd like to see. What will you pay for?
300 million for the first time. $300 million for the third time. Deal.
Honey, I've bought it for you.
Thank you so much.
Mrs. Collins and Mr. Collins, this is what you bid. Heart of the Deep.
Wait a minute. I suspect that this person is deliberately raising the bid. He has no money at all, Manager Ross. I request capital verification.
Mr. Collins, if I find out that you maliciously coax the bid and you have no money to pay, in Boston we have the right to blacklist you at all auction houses.
No. No, you know me, right? I'm the eldest daughter of the Hayes family. He is my husband. He thought I was very rich, but he didn't know. My dad blocked my card, so he didn't do it on purpose.
For Mrs. Collins' sake, I'll just let it go, but for this auction item, our auction house requires a re-auction.
All right.
Unnecessary. Didn't you want to verify my capital? Do it now.
This card is? It is Premium Centurion card, which is limited edition worldwide, only 3 in total. They are given separately to G Kingdom's royal family Albert family, the Prime Minister of Abundant State, Mrs. Aiken, and Collins Group, which is the richest in the world.
Could it be that this Mr. Collins is from Collins Group? Could he be the legendary Mr. Collins?
Isn't he just a migrant worker? Impossible.
Well, how do you get this card? You're not.
I'll explain it to you later. Aren't you testing capital?
No need, you have Centurion card.
It must be tested. Who knows if this card is real or fake?
Yes. Who has seen Premium Centurion card? Nobody, right?
Maybe it was.
Bought from internet, with very low price, pretentious act. What Mr. Matt said also makes sense.
Mr. Collins, I'll get the credit card machine.
Hey, where is the Centurion card from? What if it's exposed?
Don't worry.
If I don't own, you don't even have 90 million to afford house, I will be fooled.
Bryant Collins, I have given you chance. There is no chance now. I don't need that. I'm looking forward to your clown-like expression. I want to see who is the clown.
Mr. Collins.
This machine is too low-end. It's unable to detect the Centurion card that...
What's going on?
What does this mean? It means that this is a fake card, so the data in it can't be read?
What? So it's fake?
Crap! This time he is really exposed.
Ah, Manager Ross, it must be your equipment. It is too low class, so it can't detect the card, the Centurion card. Switch the machine.
Mr. Collins, what do you mean by... it is too low class? This is obviously a fake card. Just now. I promised to save face for Miss Hayes' sake. I wouldn't pursue this matter any further. Why make things difficult for me for your pride? And you had to make a scene. What a ridiculous joke.
Looks like someone is going to be a clown, Kara. Your taste in choosing men is too bad. Not only is he poor, but he also loves to pretend.
Snow Hayes, what right do you have to treat my man like this?
I'm telling the truth.
You?
Adrian, look at them. They've gone too far.
Manager Ross, these two people are driving up prices, disturbing the order of the place, and using a fake card to fool others. Shouldn't they be out? Mr. Matt is right. Somebody.
What are you doing? I have an invitation. What right do you have to chase us out?
Our VIP guest is the only sponsor of the auction, Mr. Matt. Drag them out.
Get your hands off.
Boss, why are you here in person?
Bastard! I can't believe you want to kick out our VIP guest.
Boss, for the auction, isn't there just one VIP guest, Mr. Matt the sponsor? This Bryant Collins is Miss Hayes' husband? I heard he's a migrant worker.
Shut up. Are you blind? Mr. Collins is one of the most distinguished guests. How dare you disrespect him? You don't have to come to work tomorrow.
Boss, I didn't.
And you two, our auction no longer needs the Davis family's sponsorship. Move them away. Why?
He's just a lowly servant. If that is the case, the Davis family will never sponsor again?
Take them away. Get out of here.
You. Dear VIP guests.
Mr. Collins, Mrs. Collins, since this Heart of the Deep is Mrs. Collins' mother's relics, then it's time to return it to its rightful owner.
Money is not needed.
Mrs. Collins, please don't. This originally belongs to you, not to mention that you're Mr. Collins' wife.
Oh, all right, everyone else gone. Stop pretending. You know that my ancestors were rich. This boss had some personal connections with my ancestors, so he did me a favor.
Ha ha ha, yes, that's it.
Oh.
If you don't mind, Mr. Collins, I'll go and do my work first.
Ah, okay.
I thought you...
Despised me. No.
I... like people like you. I take a call? Hello, Dad? Go ahead, Dad. Why did you call me back?
Kara, what are you talking about? Since you got married, you've never come back to see your daddy?
Mrs. Finn, you don't have to sow discord. Ever since my dad froze my bank card to threaten me, our relationship has been bad enough. Just tell me what's going on.
Your grandma, Mrs. Finn, and I have discussed it. We decided to let you and Snow compete fairly to get Successor's position.
Fair competition. I'm the first-in-line successor of Hayes family. I also meet the requirements for being married. As for Snow Hayes, this has nothing to do with her.
Sister, you're wrong. Rules are fixed, but people are not. Right now, Hayes family is on the wane. We have to choose. A successor who is helpful to the family. Mr. Matt can help me. What about you? Can your poor husband help you?
So, Dad, do you want to give Successor's position to Snow Hayes, right? You froze my card, but you failed to threaten me. So you came up with such an idea, the so-called fair competition.
You have to understand my difficulties.
There are not so-called difficulties. You're biased if you hadn't cheated on Mommy and killed her. Stop it.
Don't mention the past again.
You just feel guilty, don't you?
All right, Kara, you are no match for him. What's done is done. If you don't want to get position of successor, try to win the competition.
Okay. So, how to compete?
I went through so much trouble finally. I got one chance. With the Collins family's branch of Mighty Group, one chance for cooperation. The two of you, each should come up with a proposal at that time from Mighty Group. Mr. Robert of the branch will come and hear your report.
The person whose proposal attracts Mr. Robert will be the heir of the Hayes family.
That's right. The one who wants to be the heir needs ability. This cooperation for our Hayes family is extremely important, you two. Get ready.
Dad, don't worry. My proposal will make you and Mr. Robert both satisfied.
All right.
Thank you.
It's been a busy day. Let's have a break. The proposal this time is related to some cooperation with the branch of Mighty Group and the right of inheritance of the Hayes family. I can't rest. Then I'll give you a massage.
Yo, your massage technique is pretty professional. Have you learned it before?
Yes. At that time, I worked part-time in the massage shop. I've learned a little.
You've worked so hard, I can't drop the ball.
Hey, wait a minute. This place, there seems to be something wrong.
Where?
This here? Come to this place, start an Excel form. It could be more direct and clear, and then... Am I that good looking?
You know quite a lot.
Oh. Life makes me. You're in a tough spot. Would you like to eat? She fell asleep. Kara.
You motherless brat. How dare you fight with Snow for a toy?
Mrs. Finn, it is my toy.
How dare you talk back to me, huh? Get in?
Mrs. Finn, let me out. I know my mistakes. Mrs. Finn. Ah.
What's wrong, Kara? I'm here?
I am afraid no. Sleep with me. Bryant Collins said he would sleep with me. Surprisingly, he didn't do anything except sleep. Is it because he is a gentleman, or I am too lackluster?
Good morning.
Kara Hayes, I'll take your proposal just in case. After all, only I, Snow Hayes, can be heir.
I hope this will be a pleasant cooperation. Ha ha ha.
I am looking forward to it, okay?
Daddy.
Well, Mr. Robert, let me introduce my two daughters. As for the proposals for this cooperation, which one do you like more?
Okay, let me take a look.
Sister, please don't embarrass the Hayes group.
I have confidence in my plan. You'd better worry about yourself.
Oh, really?
It's really strange. Why do I have an ominous premonition? What's going on? My proposal is gone?
Sister, is your confident proposal blank?
Impossible. I stayed up a few nights to write the proposal.
Do you know how important this cooperation is? This is your attitude.
No, Dad, I really did. I just finished editing.
Sister, why are you looking at me? I know nothing.
All right, there is something wrong with the plan of Miss Hayes. Then let's take a look at plan of second Miss, right?
Get out of the way.
Dad, Mr. Robert, my proposal will make you satisfied.
If I'm not mistaken, you stole my proposal, didn't you?
So what? I've already been blacked. You don't have evidence? Step aside. Next, let me introduce my plan. This is my proposal.
Not bad. Ha ha ha. This plan is very good. Come to our group tomorrow morning and sign the contract with our group.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Robert.
Pleasant cooperation. See you. No need to see me off.
Take care, Mr. Robert. Okay.
Dad? Snow Hayes stole my proposal. It isn't hers.
Sister, there is no evidence. Stop talking nonsense. Your plan was not done well, but I did. Do you want to take credit for it?
You are very clear about who really want to do it?
Stop! Do you want all the people in the world to know Hayes' family is infighting and laugh at us, since Mr. Robert has taken a fancy to Snow's reporting? Snow, you go to sign the contract.
Tomorrow.
It's settled.
You're back. I made dinner for you. Come to eat. What's wrong with you?
Bring me the wine. It is true? I shouldn't have any expectations for that family. As for right of inheritance, it doesn't belong to me at all. I give up.
Okay, give up. Drink slowly.
I am also my father's daughter. Why did he treat me like this?
Stop drinking. You can't drink anymore. Let's go to sleep.
I still want to drink.
Hello, in the future you're only allowed to sign contract with Kara Hayes, in cooperation with Hayes family.
Come in.
Ha ha ha. Nice to meet you, Mr. Robert. I brought Snow to sign the contract. As for the plan, I have brought the paper version. Please just take a look.
We won't. Sign the contract. With Snow Hayes, we only sign with Kara Hayes of Hayes family.
Why? Mr. Robert, you praised my plan yesterday, can't you remember?
Yesterday, we just see the plan. As for signing the contract, we only sign with Kara Hayes. Only Kara?
Oh, Mr. Robert, I'm the head of Hayes family. As for the contract, it's up to me.
Without Kara Hayes, the cooperation between our two families will be cancelled. Please go back.
Let me tell you, I've already decided to let Snow Hayes be the successor. Since my dad doesn't want me to be, I will be a young miss who eats, drinks, and has fun.
I'll stay with you whatever you want.
If Snow Hayes kicked me out of this house, what if I can't afford to raise you?
Then I'll try to be rich.
Very good. Very ambitious. Hello. Oh. Tell me, what's the matter?
Kara, I need your help.
I think you don't need my help. I thought I was your abandoned daughter.
Don't talk to Daddy like that.
Snow! Kara, it was Dad's fault yesterday as for the plan. Thanks to you, you signed the contract with us and Mr. Robert.
What do you mean by thanks to me? Goodbye.
Hey, no. Dad knows about yesterday's plan. Was did by you, I apologizes to you. Mr. Robert said, only you can sign this contract.
So Mr. Robert is quite smart. In that case, you want to ask me for help, you should have a right attitude. Snow, come on, offer your sister a cup of tea. And apologize to you, sister, for stealing her proposal.
I am sorry.
Since you admit it is my proposal, how about the right of inheritance? The contract can't be signed, Dad. As long as you sign the contract, the right of inheritance belongs to you.
Dad, how can you give the right of inheritance to her?
Calm down, Snow. We will be very rich if we cooperate with Collins' family. The right of inheritance should belong to her. You just need to be a carefree little princess.
This overseas cooperation this time must succeed.
Don't worry, Mr. Collins.
Oh, Mr. Chambers, in this cooperation I won't slip up.
Good, I'll leave it to you.
Why are you here, Bryant Collins?
I found a new job. My current salary is 3 times higher than before.
Not bad. In your suit, you're pretty decent, quite handsome.
That's just fine.
Your tie is crooked.
Oh.
All right, go ahead with your work. I went to sign a contract with Mr. Robert. Oh, by the way, because of this cooperation, my dad has thawed. My bank card, moreover. The right of inheritance of the Hayes family is mine now. The holiday is coming in a few days. Let's travel to an island together to celebrate.
When 2 people travel, wouldn't that mean a honeymoon?
Mr. Collins? Does Mrs. Collins find something wrong?
No.
What were you giggling about just now?
Nothing. Set aside 1 week from work for me?
Then my workload this week will be heavy, Mr. Collins. Are you going to do something important?
I'm going on a honeymoon with my wife. When I come back, I'll give you a raise. With bonus.
A honeymoon is good. I have a lot of dating tips. Look.
Kara, I'll get it for you.
Thanks, Abbott.
Why is he here?
Why can't I be here?
I travel with my wife here. You shouldn't come here.
Enough. I was the one who called Abbott here. Let's go. The plane is about to take off.
I'll take my wife's suitcase.
You're jealous.
You have such a good relationship with him. He called you so intimate with Kara.
He and I are friends since childhood. If I were a boy, I might be in the same boat with him. We are brothers. Nothing else.
Next time, don't bring anyone else with you.
All right. Let's go in, my dear. Husband.
I take a call.
Then let's go to the restaurant and order food first.
Hello. Just about the thing I told you last time, that's it? Wait a minute. You go and give a call to Abbott Lamperouge's company. Get this unwelcome person out of here.
I've wanted to eat at this restaurant for a long time.
I know you like this store.
I just ordered a few dishes with Abbott. What do you like to eat?
All right.
I am on vacation. Okay, I got it. I'll be back soon. Oops, I'm sorry, Kara. An emergency suddenly happened in the company. Why am I so unlucky? Alas, every time I come out with you, there is something urgent at the company.
Let's meet next time. That's okay.
Can we?
I mean, next time let's go out and play together, Abbott.
Then I'm leaving.
Okay.
Bryant Collins took good care of Kara.
That's for sure. You don't need to teach me? You still can't bear to part with him?
I didn't mean that. I'm just thinking in the future, if I take over Hayes' family, will I be as busy as him, and I don't have time to travel with you?
Don't worry, I'll help you. You're really virtuous.
Oh, by the way, I was just passing by. I saw an internet cake shop. I especially want to buy something to eat.
Oh, then I'll buy it for you.
No, my husband is so virtuous. Of course I should buy. Just wait here.
Stop being angry, Snow. Your dad just gave her the right of inheritance for the time being. Family seal was not given to her. Obviously, he was lying to her.
Really, Adrian?
Of course, have fun. Look, I brought my brothers here. We will be happier.
Hey. Look at that girl. That figure's perfect.
Isn't it Kara Hayes?
That is Kara Hayes on her wedding day? She slept with migrant worker in a hotel, Miss Hayes?
I didn't expect. I can meet her to tell the truth. She's really beautiful.
Yes, Mr. Lee, my sister has a pretty face, but she is a slut. Who seduces men around. She looks reserved, but in fact she is very casual. Doesn't that mean I also have a chance?
Ian, you are the son of the Lee family. If she knows that you like her, she will be super happy.
Humph.
This store is indeed very popular. There are so many people.
You must be Miss Hayes. I'm Ian, the son of the Lee family.
What can I do for you, Mr. Lee?
I heard that the Hayes family has a cooperation with the Collins family. I have a project and want to cooperate with you.
But
Let's sit for a while in that store to talk about the general content of the project.
It's daytime, and there are many people in the store. I will be safe. If I can get a project from the Lee family, I will have a bigger say, in right of inheritance. Okay.
Where hasn't she come back yet? The dishes are all served. It won't taste good when it gets cold later. Isn't she waiting in line just now? Where did she go in the blink of an eye?
Miss Hayes, do you have any problem?
Stay away from me. Waiter, where are the people here?
I paid for it. No one would disturb us?
What are you doing? Ian Lee, save me.
Sister is awake.
Snow Hayes. Adrian Davis. Ian Lee. So, you're in cahoots.
Kara Hayes. You shouldn't competing with me, though Daddy is partial to me. He loves power more if mighty group only. Cooperates with you. Just like Mr. Robert. Sooner or later Daddy will. Give you the right of inheritance.
So, you want to use the same trick again? And liberality take photos of my scandal? To make me famous, right?
Sister, you're really smart. Your coquettish looks, the HD camera will record it down for you. Mr. Lee, take good care of my sister.
Stay away from me. I'm warning you, you're breaking the law.
Don't pretend to be reserved, Kara Hayes. I know, actually, you are very willing. Let go of me. You already have so many men. I'm not missing anything. Is this your husband who is a migrant worker? Well, I'll give you 100,000 to buy your wife once.
What the hell are you doing?
Adrian!
I'm here. Everything is fine now.
Brat, you don't know your place. How dare you hit me? Do you know who I am? I'll call my dad right now. Hello, Dad. I was bullied. Come here quickly. You're screwed.
You and your entire Lee family are screwed?
Do you know Mr. Lee? Then you should also know that if you offend Mr. Lee and Mr. Matt, there is no way to survive in Boston. And you, Kara Hayes, you poor husband, had caused such a big trouble. I'd like to see if Daddy will give you right of inheritance. Hello, Dad. Sister is in big trouble.
Snow Hayes. Your methods are really despicable.
Look at you, lowlife. How dare you?
Thou bully the only heir of the Lee family.
Dad, it is him. It is this brat who hit me.
Mr. Collins.
Dad, who is Mr. Collins?
Idiot. He's standing in front of you. He's from current #1 aristocratic family. He is Mr. Collins of Collins family.
What?
You.
I'll explain it to you later.
How could it possible? He can't be Mr. Collins.
He is just an inferior migrant worker.
Shut up. You are hopeless idiots. Mr. Collins, my son is so ignorant. I am sorry for causing you trouble.
Your son is disrespectful to my wife. An apology isn't enough.
You idiot. Hurry up and apologize to Mr. Collins.
Yes, I'm sorry, Mr. Collins. I had a lustful heart just now. But I promise I did nothing to Mrs. Collins. I'm really sorry, Mr. Collins.
I can chop off your limbs and throw you into the sea to feed the fish.
Just because of your thoughts in your heart, please don't do that, Mr. Collins. Sorry, I was wrong.
I will hand over all of the Lee family's assets to you. Please forgive him.
Get lost.
Okay. Mr. Lee, what's going on? You are in such a hurry. Snow. What kind of trouble did Kara cause? Snow Hayes was the one who caused trouble. She offended Collins' family. Mr. Collins, what?
That is Mr. Collins?
How could it be him? Bryant Collins. You're Mr. Collins.
It seems that Uncle is unwilling to believe it.
Well, I didn't expect that. You're the famous Mr. Collins. I wonder what Snow has done to offend you.
Dad, you would blame me for no reason if he isn't Mr. Collins, right?
Snow Hayes and Adrian Davis kidnapped my wife furthermore. They were plotting something. I have called the police. They must be brought to justice.
Mr. Collins, it had nothing to do with me. It was all this woman's fault. You have caused me so much trouble.
Adrian Davis, how dare you hit me?
Stop it, Snow. Come here to apologize.
Mr. Collins, I knew I was wrong. I'm much more romantic than Kara Hayes. Marry me, please.
Snow, you did something wrong. If we offend the Collins family, the entire Hayes family will be doomed. I declare, from now on, the right of inheritance is officially handed over to Kara.
Snow Hayes. Harm get. This is the retribution for you and Adrian Davis.
Sister, I know I was wrong. I give up right of inheritance. Please ask Mr. Collins to let me go.
Kara, I have always loved you very much, Kara.
Noisy?
Sorry, Mr. Collins. I'll drive them out of here now. Get out of here.
Ah. You should explain?
Sorry, Kara. Some time ago, my second uncle just came back from abroad. He has always wanted this position. I had no choice but to lie to you. Sorry, can you forgive me?
Forgive you. All right, I forgive you. However, you have to promise me that you'll only love me in the future.
All right.
Just do something. That's enough since I've already obtained it, the right of inheritance of the Hayes family. From now on, I'll take over Hayes family. But I lack experience and everyone in the company knows me. I want to go to your company for an internship. By the way, I will check if you have any other girlfriends.
All right, it's all up to you.
Let me tell you something. Today, Mrs. Collins of Mighty Group will come here in person to visit our company. This is a great opportunity for you to work for Mighty Group. You must hold on the chance to Mighty Group tightly. Did you hear that?
Yes, manager.
Hello, are you members of Design Department of Mighty Group? My name is Kara Hayes. I just came to the company for internship today. I'd appreciate your help.
Could she be the Mrs. Collins? Impossible. Look at her clothes. It is worth tens of yuan on the internet, which is cheap outfit. How could it be Mrs. Collins of Mighty Group?
That's true.
What's wrong?
Wow, oh my God, she must be Mrs. Collins.
Welcome, Mrs. Collins. Welcome, madam.
They were calling me. I heard that there's only one can be regular worker this time. Daddy must deliberately spread news for me. My internship in the company should be kept low-key. Just call me Cornelia Halt.
Yes, I understand. Mighty Group. Got it, madam. No. Miss Hayes, I'll take you to your office.
Madam.
What's wrong with Clovis Chambers?
Madam, Mr. Collins was afraid that it would be inconvenient for you to go to work. He bought a new car just for you. Latest limited Rolls-Royce. I've already parked the car in the parking lot downstairs.
Didn't I tell you to keep a low profile?
Madam, please do me a favor. If you don't accept it, it's hard for me to report. Well, okay.
Mr. Chambers?
Driver Halt, from now on, you'll be responsible for picking up Madam from work?
Okay, Mr. Chambers. Madam, this is your tea. Hey, madam, let me introduce myself. My name is Jay Harris. I'm the general manager of Mighty Group. Please give me some advice in the future. Say a few nice words for me to Mr. Collins.
You're welcome. Although I am Mrs. Collins, just like everyone else, I am just here to work.
Okay.
What's her name?
Mighty Group Kara Hayes.
Ah, Kara Hayes, right? First of all, welcome to our company, and let me tell you today, there is always a lack of a minister. Cornelia Halt would be in charge. Of the minister, of design department, of our company in the future. From now on, she is your boss.
As far as I know, the position of minister needs to be selected by appraisal. Why can she get the position?
That's because she is Mrs. Collins.
She is Mrs. Collins, no way. Did Bryant Collins find a mistress after he just married me? Are you Mrs. Collins?
I am the real one?
Well, the bracelet on her wrist seems to be the heirloom of the Collins family.
My God, why the heirloom of Collins family is in her hands?
It is true. Look, it is heirloom of the Collins family. It was seen at the charity party before. The one in her hands is exactly the same as the one on the internet.
Oh, is she the real Mrs. Collins? I must offend her just now?
Wait a minute. Obviously, it is fake.
Fake?
Yes, how bad. It must be cheap goods, Kara Hayes. You bought a bracelet to pretend to be Mrs. Collins. You're really well prepared.
In that case, just take out the true one, to show us. No way Mrs. Collins didn't have family heirloom, which was passed down personally to daughter-in-law by the Collins family.
Ah, yes, Miss Holt. Take it out now to show us.
And make the impostor embarrassed. I am looking for it. Maybe I will not take it with me because it is precious.
Madam! If you find it, just take it out immediately to teach her a lesson. We also can see real one.
Of course, Kara is a country bumpkin. Take a good look. This is the real family heirloom of the Collins family. Grandfather gave it to me personally.
This is indeed the family heirloom of the Collins family. Ah, look, this color, this pattern, this is worth a lot of money. What about now, country bumpkin? Do you still want to compete with me?
You take a bracelet worth 12 yuan to fool people, and you are. Mighty Group's elite designers? You can't even tell the difference? These two bracelets. One is with a brilliant flash of light, warm color. This is mediocre. Can't you see which one is better?
Well, in this way, it seems to be Kara's bracelet on her wrist looking better.
Do you want to buy your girlfriend some accessories? Delicate and cheap.
I recognize you. On People's Road where Mighty Group is. You opened a small store to sell your shabby jewelry. No wonder she looks so familiar to me.
Ha! It turns out to be a stall owner. It's not easy to get into the design department of Mighty Group, right? Taking a cheap stall good. How dare you call yourself Mrs. Collins?
What's wrong with a stall? You think that Bryant Collins will? Not marry a vendor, right? Let me tell you something. Bryant Collins and I got married in a flash.
How dare you talk nonsense? Aren't you afraid of biting your tongue?
On the inner circle of the Collins family's heirloom bracelet, there is the emblem of the Collins family engraved. Whose is real? Take them out and let everyone have a look. We'll know soon enough.
Give me your bracelet and let me check first.
Take a good look.
The real one? This. On the bracelet of Kara Hayes, there is the Collins family's emblem.
What? Obviously, her bracelet is very cheap. How could it be a real one? Be heirloom of the Collins family?
It's real. We saw it. Tattoo of the Collins family.
Cornelia Halt, it's your turn now. Take out your bracelet your family heirloom, to show us.
There is tattoo of the Collins family in the inner circle of the bracelet. I know nothing about it.
Nobody knows. There is a family tattoo on the heirloom of the Collins family. Only you, Kara Hayes, is talking about it all the time, I think. You are talking nonsense.
It makes sense. Do you think a fake could become a real one if you carve the on it? What a joke.
You're so stupid.
Ah, forget it. Don't lower yourself to her level. Today is my first day at work. I'll treat you after work. Let's go to the Universal Park.
That's the world's largest theme park, Mighty Group. I heard it's not open to the public now, only members and VIPs are welcome.
That's right. I wanted to go in and have a look last time. They didn't even let me in. We are lucky to share the benefit from Miss Halt.
Universal Park, this is the one Bryant Collins has given me.
Kara Hayes? Although you always go against me, I am very generous. You can also go with us.
Kara Hayes. Say thank you to Miss Halt now.
If you come to my territory, I'd like to see how you pretend to be the Mrs. Collins. Thank you, Miss Halt.
Just take my car.
Could it be limited edition Rolls-Royce, which has just been launched on the market and is worth over $100 million? Undoubtedly, she is Mrs. Collins' mighty group. Ah, this is what a Mrs. Collins should have.
This car?
Sorry. This is my car.
Your car? You said this was your car.
Yes.
Why do you dream before dark?
I remembered, Kara, you rode an electric bike here.
Yes, but this is also my car.
Kara Hayes? Why do you like to pretend so much? The car is placed here. Mrs. Collins is standing here. As for such luxury car worth more than 100 million yuan, only someone like Mrs. Collins can deserve it. Only Mighty Group is worthy of it. You're from Mighty Group, right, madam?
Yes.
In that case, Miss Halt, please drive it to take us to the Universal Park.
The expensive car with the latest model must be Mr. Collins. The driver brought me here this morning. The key is with him. I'll give him a call. Hello, Dad. Hurry up and send the key of latest Rolls-Royce to me.
Cornelia, you drove Mr. Collins' car to the company this morning. Daddy is just a new driver. I'll be fired if they know what I do.
I do not care. You must bring it to me within 5 minutes. And remember to call me Mrs. Collins. The driver will be here soon.
It seems that some people rode electric scooters in the morning, and with a vain pauper is about to reveal her true colors.
I advise you, Kara Hayes, apologize sincerely to Mrs. Collins now. Maybe she is in a good mood, and forgive you.
Maybe she will apologize to me.
I brought the car keys here. Mr. Collins.
Mrs. Collins. Who's Mrs. Collins?
Of course my driver should call me Mrs. Collins.
Mrs. Collins, your car key. Where are you going? Don't you need me to give you a ride?
I'm bringing my colleagues to the Universal Park. You don't have to follow. Go back.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Why does this person look so familiar? Miss, what can I do for you?
Are you sure this car belongs to Cornelia Halt?
This is? For sure. She's Mrs. Collins.
Are you done yet, Kara Hayes? Miss Halt has got the car keys. She is obviously Mrs. Collins.
What are you suspecting, Kara Hayes?
If you keep looking for trouble, to offend Mrs. Collins, I'll fire you right now.
But my car key is real too.
This? How is it possible?
Kara also had the car key. What's going on?
Dad, what's going on?
I don't know. I picked up the car yesterday. The car was maintained at that time. Could it be?
Well, so that's how it is. All right, you can go back.
That is because I am the so-called Mrs. Collins.
Kara Hayes, even if you're acting, you should put on a good show. You came here on your motorcycle this morning. We all saw it.
And all the clothes of your body are worth less than 100 yuan. How could Mrs. Collins be like you?
My clothes are designed by internationally renowned designer. You can't recognize. That's because you are ignorant.
Watch your mouth, Mighty Group. Mighty Group, I am your leader.
Manager Huang, I already knew why she has the car keys. Because yesterday my car has been sent for maintenance, Aya. The spare key was left there. Maybe the car washing worker kept it. And you are the daughter of that car washer.
What nonsense are you talking about?
I see, Kara. Stop explaining. It's pretty good for us to be ordinary people.
The daughter of a car washer also sells things on the street. It's impossible for you to be Mrs. Collins. I'm afraid you've read too many novels. I was right, wasn't I? All right, that's enough. Let's go to the Universal Park. All right, let's go.
Cornelia, halt. I'll expose the truth sooner or later.
It is my honor to work with Mr. Collins.
Happy cooperation. I'll have a talk with Mr. Gilbert. Go to the company and take the documents.
Okay, Mr. Collins.
By the way, how is Kara doing in the company recently?
Someone saw her enter the Universal Park.
Our company will cooperation with General Mr. Ziv this year. This project is the biggest one. Prepare a dinner party in the Universal Park, the largest hotel.
Mr. Collins, this celebration feast is held as a welcoming party for Mrs. Collins, right?
You talk too much?
As expected, it is the largest theme hotel in Universal Park. It is different from the usual ones. I didn't expect that. I can still come in this life. We can come to the place where?
Only rich people can come, thanks to Mrs. Collins.
Fortunately, I have a little sister who works as manager here. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to get this membership card.
Hello.
Can I help you?
I heard. The hotel's open-air garden is the most famous, and rare flower species from all over the world are planted. It is designed in open-air style, and the roof is designed with automatic switch. The view is particularly broad while overlooking the entire Boston, really.
Yes, miss, but that is private land of our Mr. Collins. It is not open to the public.
Well, there is just one who claims to be Mrs. Collins. She should be someone.
Yeah, this one beside me is Mr. Collins. Aren't family members allowed to enter?
It's daytime now. The effect isn't good without lights. Maybe we can come here next time.
Hey, it is the best time to watch now.
If you are Mrs. Collins, of course you can come in. However, we haven't seen Mrs. Collins yet. We need to verify your identity.
How do you want me to prove it?
Actually, Mr. Collins has already given Universal Park to Mrs. Collins. Please show the exclusive sovereign card of representing ownership.
As far as I know, Universal Park looks like an amusement park, but in fact, it was the gathering place of many Collins family's industries. Mr. Collins gave away such an important asset to Mrs. Collins, which means he really cares about his wife. Ha ha ha.
Oh my God, it's so touching. You're so lucky, Miss Holt. Unexpectedly, the Universal Park is so important. Bryant Collins actually gave it to me.
Miss, please show me your exclusive sovereign card. Sorry, miss, this is just a regular membership card, not an exclusive card.
My mistake. I'll look for it again. I'm not the real Mrs. Collins. I don't have the exclusive card. What should I do?
Miss Holt, have you found it?
Shut up.
Aya, she doesn't have it. It's impossible for her to find it. Do you know why? Because this card is in my hands? How can you have it? What are you talking about? I'm newlywed wife of Mr. Collins, so I am new owner. Of the park, naturally, I have this card.
This?
Kara has exclusive card. Is she real, Mrs. Collins? Impossible.
I've heard that Mr. Collins has high standards for marriage. Even if he's really married, Kara Hayes, a country bumpkin, can't be her wife. Since it's just acting, let's compare who's better at acting. All of you seem to believe what she said, obviously. Her card was fake.
Yes, your card is obviously fake. Check it carefully.
Please check it out. Is this card real or fake?
Special dark lines are on this card. It is true.
What?
Mrs. Collins. Only you are allowed to enter the Sky Garden. Other unrelated personnel are not allowed to enter.
That's perfect. I didn't want to bring them in anyway.
Don't be angry with us. If you take the three of us in today, you will be manager. Tomorrow?
Yes, Kara, take us to the Sky Garden.
You? She can't be Mrs. Collins. Absolutely impossible.
Cornelia Holt, you just drink tea here. I am going to Sky Garden. Bye-bye.
Who are you? You will never have chance to go to Sky Garden?
Who are you? Miss Kin, she is new owner of Universal Park, Mr. Collins' new wife.
Mrs. Collins?
Of course not, because I am real Mrs. Collins, Emma. My good friend, you must help me.
She really isn't?
That's for sure. She is just a country bumpkin and a poor vendor. She can't be Mrs. Collins. Mary Sue's idol drama won't happen.
But Kara has exclusive card of Park?
Yes, manager, I've tested it. It is real.
Obviously, her card is fake. In my opinion, you just collude together to pretend to be Mrs. Collins. Kara Hayes, how dare you take my place?
Cornelia Holt, this is what I want to say to you.
Show me your card. You should feel embarrassed to take out the fake card. I can see 100 to 180 copies of such cards in poor quality.
But the supervisor has tested it.
What a traitor! You dare to lie to me with an outsider. Get lost!
What's wrong with Miss Kin? She believed all what Cornelia Holt said.
I knew it. You are the real Mrs. Collins. Kara Hayes is so bad. How dare she fool us with a fake card?
Yes, she actually bribed the waiter to cheat us.
Madam, please, don't be like us. You are the real Mrs. Collins.
Swindling?
Forget it. You are deceived. I'll forgive you this time. Look and learn. Mrs. Collins is so generous. Miss Kin, I'm sorry. Where's my card? I left it at home. Now I want to invite my friends to the Sky Garden to enjoy the scenery. No problem, right?
This?
Emma. My good friend. You don't want Mr. Lee to know your experience of being bar girls, right? After all, their big family couldn't accept it.
Madam's friend. Want to go to Sky Garden? Of course. This way, please.
Wait a minute. Miss Kin, I don't care about private deal between you and Cornelia Holt, but the Sky Garden is Collins family's private territory. I don't allow any outsiders in.
Kara Hayes, this is result of offending me. You?
Cornelia Holt, I advise you to stop. Otherwise, the consequences would be very serious.
Not only this person impersonated me, but also hit me. Kick her out.
Guards.
Let go of me.
Out of here.
Stop. What are you doing? Let go of her.
Who are you?
Mr. Chambers?
He is the most capable white secretary of Mr. Collins. You don't know him.
Of course I do.
Mrs. Collins wants to hide her identity. I'd better not expose her, but this group of people wanted to drive her out. They must be punished.
Mr. Chambers? Didn't Mr. Collins come here?
You have no right to know Mr. Collins' schedule. Miss Kin, I saw you were trying to drive guests out.
Mr. Chambers, I didn't mean that. This woman pretended to be Mrs. Collins, so I...
Pretended? She? After all, she was a guest. Everyone comes here as an honored guest. How dare you drive out guests with violence? It makes no sense.
Mr. Chambers, I was wrong. I did not do it on purpose. You will ruin reputation. If you work here, you are fired. Take her out. Forgive me, Mr. Chambers. I just followed orders, Cornelia. Help me, Cornelia Holt.
Why not help out your best friend?
I don't understand what you're talking about. I don't know her at all.
In. The territory of the Collins family. I'm very sorry. Something like this happened tonight. A celebration banquet will be held at upstairs of the hotel. Everybody is welcome.
Really? Mr. Collins is so busy. He is mysterious and elusive. I haven't seen him yet.
And, Miss Hayes? Mr. Collins called for you to his room.
Mr. Chambers, why did Mr. Collins call Kara Hayes instead of Cornelia Holt? After all, Cornelia Holt is.
What? Mr. Collins can do things. What he wants to do. J. Harris. Do something to your subordinates. Miss Hayes, come with me.
Kara Hayes wanted to compete with me for the title of Mrs. Collins. She must have done something to seduce Mr. Collins. She wants to be the lover of Mr. Collins, even Mrs. Collins.
Miss Holt, Mr. Collins, and Kara.
Stop talking. Miss Holt, she's just a bumpkin.
That's right, Mr. Collins just wants to play with her.
Shut up, all of you. They have nothing to do with each other. Kingsley Hayes, although you did well in work, you are just vendor. Sooner or later I'll defeat you.
Just look around. Mr. Collins will come to you later.
What are you doing, Bryant Collins?
Mrs. Collins, I miss you so much.
This man is a little damn sweet. Speak properly.
Since you entered the company today, no message for me all day?
I was at work?
It's your first day at work. Who gave you so much work?
Is it General Manager J. Harris?
Oh no, without me. Why are you looking for me?
I can't look for you if I have nothing to do. For example? Making a bond.
Speak properly.
Look. This is my specially custom-made dress for you. Put it on for the dinner party later.
So beautiful.
You must look beautiful in it.
Come here, Miss Holt.
Oh my God, Miss Holt!
You're so beautiful tonight. I think Miss Holt is the most dazzling one of tonight.
Yes.
Whose daughter is she? Brighter than the summer sun.
This is Kara Hayes.
Good heavens, Kara is so different from usual.
She doesn't look like a poor girl at all, obviously. She is daughter of a rich family.
What is she talking about? Kara is a native chicken. Does she think after putting on some clothes and some makeup, she will become a noble lady? It's impossible.
Yes, you are right. You are the most beautiful lady today.
Kara Hayes, which stall? Did you buy the ugly clothes? 50? 100? Let me tell you, I'm wearing a custom-made suit worth 500,000 yuan today.
You are wrong, my clothes is a gift from Bryant.
Mr. Collins gave you clothes. I think you are dreaming. Kingsley Hayes. I'm warning you, the position of Mrs. Collins is mine. You'd better have some self-awareness. Stay away from him.
Mr. Collins is coming?
Alas, Mr. Collins is smiling.
He is really smiling, obviously. He must be looking at Miss Holt. After all, she is Mrs. Collins.
Everybody has for today's celebration banquet. The first aim is to celebrate, Mighty Group has reached an agreement with Mr. Ziv from the leading construction company. The second aim is to welcome my wife. She has worked at our company.
I'm exposed.
It turns out Kara Hayes
is the Mrs. Collins. She is the real Mrs. Collins.
Then Cornelia Holt has been lying to me all this time.
Cornelia Holt. That means those limited edition sports cars and the Universal Park are not yours at all.
I won't lie to you. Mr. Collins won't marry a woman like her. Impossible.
What's going on?
There is a sudden problem with circuit of Mr. Collins' car. It is under emergency repair.
Sorry, everyone. There was something wrong with the circuit just now. Next, let's welcome
Bryant Collins. If you dare to expose my identity, you're finished.
Let's enjoy the banquet to the fullest.
It turns out something is wrong with the circuit to cause indiscriminate lighting, but does the real Mrs. Collins also came to the banquet, or Mr. Collins is single? He deliberately said so, to stay away from women.
It turns out that the circuit is faulty to cause the light problem. I know Mrs. Collins. Can't be a vendor. Cornelia Halt must be Mrs. Collins.
Yes, madam, don't put it on mine. The three of us were just talking nonsense. Cheers, cheers!
What are you doing? Why do you act like a thief?
It's all because of you just now. My identity was almost exposed.
Aren't I afraid that you'll be bullied? Why is your chin red? Who bullied you?
I'm not that easy to be bullied. Grandfather asked me to inspect the company. If my identity of Mrs. Collins is exposed, I can't inspect the company properly.
Then let me know as soon as you need anything.
Got it? Hush, someone is coming.
Madam, this is the women's restroom. Why did you drag me in? If you want to pretend not to know, just go into the men's room.
Sorry, I was anxious.
Where is the bracelet grandfather gave you?
I accidentally broke it. Should I apologize to Grandpa?
It's just a bracelet. It's good that you're fine.
That is the heirloom of the Collins family.
No matter how precious, it's not as important as you?
Bryant Collins? You want to kiss me?
Kara.
Senior, what brings you here? I often see you on TV. You are an international star now.
I have a press conference for a movie right next door. Kara, you're even brighter than before.
Senior, you are still good at praising people?
Mrs. Collins, who is this?
Honey.
Why don't you introduce...
This is Gary. Yep, Gary, this is my husband.
We are married legally, and I am the only son of the Collins family, and also the president of Mighty Group, I think. You should have heard of me, right?
Of course.
Why are you laughing?
Now, you look like a peacock that had its tail between its legs.
It turns out that you are married. If I didn't go abroad, after graduating from high school, would...
If so, you wouldn't have a chance, Mr. Yip. Even if the past could be changed, I also firmly believe she would choose me. I would wait until I met her.
I wish you happiness, Kara.
Gary, I wish you find your lover as soon as possible. Come on.
Okay. I have something to do, so I'll go first.
Why aren't you happy? I've already put in a good word for you.
Just do it then, how about... this?
Mr. Collins?
Clovis Chambers came to find you. There must be something important. I'm going to eat first.
Hey! If you have nothing important, I will deduct your bonus for this month. Please don't.
Don't!
Kara Hayes.
Personal affairs.
Here's the thing, Mr. Ross, contact person of the new project in the south of the city, is also in this hotel. This project is very important for the company. It is handled by you. That is because they think highly of you. So hurry up and go now.
A man and a woman talk about cooperation. At the hotel, do you think? I know nothing about it. As for talking about cooperation, ask Mr. Ross to come to the company tomorrow.
Unexpectedly, you didn't fall for it. Looks like I underestimated you. But do you think you will be safe in the company?
Mr. Ross, sorry to keep you waiting.
Well, as for waiting for beauty, I am always patient.
Please have some water first. Let's talk about business, Mr. Ross.
Talk about the project. Well, there are so many rules in your company, but they still know how to prepare appetizers?
Mr. Ross, as for project in the south of the city, we create a new business circle. This is the plan for the next 5 years. Take a look. Mr. Ross, the land for this project is controlled by you. What do you think?
Aya. This project couldn't be negotiated. There is something wrong?
Mr. Ross, you can tell me what you want to say?
It's easy. As long as you pay a little price.
I am an employee of Mighty Group. Please show me some respect.
A small employee? I've heard Miss Holt mentioned it before. You entered the company by seducing Mr. Collins, as long as you serve me well. This project will be done. Bitch, if you don't follow my instruction, you will be punished.
What are you doing? Let go of me.
What are you and Mr. Ross doing, Kara Hayes? Kara Hayes, I didn't expect that. You seduced Mr. Ross in public.
I didn't seduce him, but he molested me.
Well, Miss Hayes, you changed so quickly. You seduced me and hit me just now. You said you did nothing now?
I saw everything, Kara Hayes. I've even recorded it with my phone.
Cornelia Holt, I didn't expect. You are so despicable. You set me up with outsiders. This conference room should happen to have no surveillance footage.
Just as you expected.
What a clumsy pair.
Miss Holt, as you can see, it wasn't my fault. The person in charge of your company did something wrong. She seduced and hit me. She beat me up like this. I'm a dignified boss. I am afraid to go out.
Sorry, Mr. Ross. She was new here. She knew. Nothing, Mr. Ross. I will do what you say.
So easy. Apologize to me, otherwise I won't negotiate with your company.
Kara won't do that.
Mr. Yip, do you know Kara Hayes?
Why are you here, Senior?
I come here to talk about business with your company. Miss Holt, Kara would not do it. There must be something wrong.
Kara Hayes, even Mr. Yip, Movie King, sticks up for you. Ouch. It is true that you haven't known a lot of people with your charming appearance.
Miss Hayes, you are so rude to say such things.
Hey, if you still want to cooperate, come and accompany me tonight. Remember, come alone.
Impossible? Don't do that. It is a trap.
Mr. Yip, it's none of your business. Please do not interfere, Kara Hayes. The south of the city is planned to be a new commercial district. By our company, the cooperation with Mr. Ross is also the most important thing. If you don't make it, you will be fired.
All right. I will do as you say.
I didn't expect you to be such a quite sensible staff. I'll wait for you at night, remember to? Come alone, ha 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 ha.
I'll go with you, Kara.
It's okay, Senior Brother. You just heard what Mr. Ross said. He wanted me to go alone. Don't worry about me. Aren't you coming to the company to sign the endorsement contract? I'll take you there.
Okay.
Kara Hayes, if Mr. Collins knows that, you go to hotel to meet another man at night. You must be fired, and in the company no one will question my identity as Mrs. Collins.
All right, got it. Mr. Collins, Miss Holt said, Mrs. Collins is going to the hotel to see Mr. Ross tonight?
Cancel meeting of this evening. Go to the hotel.
Martin, is everything ready?
Don't worry, miss.
Manpower and surveillance have been arranged.
Very good.
Yo, Miss Hayes, finally you are here. I've been waiting for a long time. Come and sit down.
Mr. Ross, I'm really sorry. At the company today, I was rude. Here's to you.
Well, that's it. Woman should size up the situation and know how to please man. Ha 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 ha.
Mr. Ross, I'm here to talk about cooperation with you today. I didn't mean that.
What are you talking about? Don't tell me. You really don't know why I asked you to come to the hotel. Since you are here, stop pretending to be pure. Ha 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 ha.
Mr. Ross?
What are you doing? Do you still want to sign the contract?
Mr. Ross, it was you who offended me. I was just on my guard.
Came to my room. You said that I offended you. Where's the evidence?
Evidence? Isn't it right there?
When did you install a surveillance camera? Fine, Miss Hayes, you forced me to do this.
What do you want to do to me? Hey?
I have something very important. Just tell me the room number of Mr. Ross.
Mr. Yates, although I'm your fan, this involves the privacy of the guests. I can't tell you.
Tell him?
Mr. Collins, what brings you here? Mr. Ross was in room 1103?
Who are you? Miss Hayes, I'm late.
Miss Hayes from the Hayes family?
That's right. She's the eldest daughter of the Hayes family. How dare you disrespect her?
Miss Hayes, please forgive me. Spare my life.
Forgive you? You pervert! How dare you molest me today? I will teach you a lesson.
Mr. Collins?
What are you doing?
Why is Bryant Collins here? Fortunately, I let them go first. Bryant? He bullied me and I was scared.
Mr. Collins? Finally you are here, or I would have been slapped to death.
He is talking nonsense. I'm just a weak woman. How could I bully him?
How dare you touch Kara? Do you know who she is to me?
I know. She is the daughter of the Hayes family.
She's my wife, Bryant Collins' wife, Mrs. Collins.
Wife? She is your wife? Mrs. Collins, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I was confused for a moment.
Kara, are you all right?
Hi, why are you here? Don't worry, I'm fine.
I'm glad you're fine.
Let's go. Back home.
I'm leaving. Bryant? You must be really angry, right?
Kara, have you ever treated me as your husband?
What are you talking about? We're not divorced. Of course you are my husband.
All right, why didn't you tell me that you go to the hotel to see Mr. Ross? This is the way you treat your husband?
Do you really think I have an affair with Mr. Ross, right? You clearly know that this is a trap.
Of course I do. What really makes me angry is you even didn't tell me such thing happened to you. You went into trap alone. Do you know how dangerous it is?
Sorry, I'm fine, right? I've arranged everything well.
In the future, you should let me know such things first. And why is Wenbin here today? You told him, but you didn't tell me.
That's because he just happened to hear it when he came to the company to talk about the endorsement.
Hey, do you know that? He is a wolf in sheep's clothing?
Bryant Collins, you have no right to interfere with my circle of friends. and I have known Gary for many years. He has always been my good friend.
Do you know that his thoughts on you are impure?
That day, I've already explained everything to him in front of you. What else do you want? Why don't you believe me?
Kara. I did not mean that. Kara Hayes, get up. Grandfather asked us to go to the old house for dinner. Get up and pack up.
Got it? Grandpa...
Oh, Grandpa's good granddaughter-in-law. Long time no see. Where is Bryant?
Grandpa...
All right, hurry up. Sit down to eat.
It's tasty? Grandpa, although I am not good at cooking, I'm good at making desserts.
Good. Bryant, you should serve food for Celia. Do you want Grandpa to teach you this?
All right.
Did you quarrel? Bryant, you're a man. You must learn to be generous and tolerant between husband and wife. They quarrel and make peace. There is no overnight feud.
Got it, Grandpa.
Kara? Where's your bracelet?
I'm sorry, Grandpa. I accidentally broke it. I know it's a family heirloom. I didn't do it on purpose.
Ha, don't worry. Take this card. This card. Only a Collins family member can have it tomorrow. Let Bryant take you to the largest jewelry store in Boston. Buy the store's signature treasure.
The treasure of the store? No, this is too precious.
Hey, take it. Don't refuse me, otherwise Grandpa would be unhappy. Then today you stay here, sleep early.
Grandpa locked all the doors. I can't get in.
Grandfather acts too much. Forget it. I'll sleep on the floor.
I'll go take a shower.
What's wrong with you?
I slipped down and sprained the ankle.
Stupid you.
Hey!
Wait for me to get the medicine or... Wait a moment, I'll get the medicine.
The injury isn't serious. But we have serious problems between us, right? You don't trust me.
I know you won't betray me, I'm just... You are jealous.
You are jealous.
What if I say yes?
Bryant Collins. I like you.
Be a good girl, I'll get the medicine. It'll swell without applying medicine.
Do you really want to buy that treasure of the town, the Sea of Heart? It is too precious.
That was also a little token of Grandpa's appreciation. Take it.
Well.
Hello? Video conferencing? Now, no way, now I...
That's okay. Work is more important. Go ahead with your work.
Okay. Then I'll come to you later.
Okay. Hello? I want to ask, which one is Sea of Heart in your store?
Sea of Heart? What did I hear? A vendor who are so down to set up a stall wants to buy the priceless Sea of Heart.
I'm so unlucky to meet you everywhere.
Yunchi, don't talk like that today, Miss Holt. Will buy us jewelry?
This jewelry store is with internationally renowned luxury brand. As for the jewelry inside, no one is worth less than 100,000 yuan. Only someone as rich as Miss Holt can afford to give it away.
That's for sure, Kara Hayes. Why not? Beg me. Maybe I can also give you one.
Just a little money, no need. You'd better keep it for yourself to see a doctor. Curing your brain.
Ha, you, Tingsley Hayes. I advise you to think about who I am, then consider whether to offend me or not.
Who are you? Aren't you just a fake liar pretending to be Mrs. Collins?
Nonsense.
Was it nonsense? You know best in your heart.
Kara.
How dare you slap Mrs. Collins?
Country bumpkin, poor woman. I am your VIP guest. Get her out of here now.
What are you waiting for? The one standing in front of you is Mrs. Collins from the Collins family. This whole mall belongs to the Collins family.
First, she is the fake Mrs. Collins. Secondly, I am a guest and I'm not the one causing trouble. I shouldn't be the one to leave.
Who are you calling a fake? Get her out of here now.
I want to buy Heart of the Deep.
My guest, are you sure?
I'm sure.
Kara Hayes all over you. How much money do you have? Let's not talk about anything else. The cheapest jewelry in this store. You can't afford it.
You want to buy the only treasure in the store? I think you must be crazy from poverty.
I'm talking to you. I want to buy Heart of the Deep.
My guest? Or you can apply for a membership card in our store first?
Kara Hayes, stop joking around. The Heart of the Deep or the membership card. Ah, you! A vendor. How will you afford them? This card.
Can afford the entire mall.
This is the Collins Group's exclusive family card.
This is the family card that the Collins family can have.
Swipe the card.
Please wait a moment. I'll call the manager over. I think I've heard of it before. As the most prestigious family, the Hawk family's family card can be used as a global membership card of all brand stores.
She is just a nobody. How can she have such a precious card? Miss Holt, aren't you Mrs. Collins? This kind of family card belongs to you, right?
You're right. This card is the family card of the Collins Group. As for the reason why I have it, you should know, right?
You mean you are Mrs. Collins?
Kara Hayes, anyone can be Mrs. Collins, except you, a lowly vendor. Do you deserve it?
As for whether I'm worthy or not, you'll know in a while.
Who has the Collins family's family card?
Store manager, that's me. I want to buy the only treasure in your store, Heart of the Deep.
The family card of the Fu family has always been certified by fingerprints. Please, miss, authenticate your fingerprint.
Ah, I knew it, Kara Hayes. You can't use the Collins family's family card after all. I'm Mrs. Collins.
What? It turns out to be a fake card.
My card is real. My identity is also real. I just didn't have time to record my fingerprints.
Don't force yourself to save face here.
Store manager, are you going to continue to tolerate this person pretending to be Mrs. Collins here?
Somebody, kick her out.
Store manager, I advise you to think twice before you act.
Don't let rats into the store. Kick her out.
Stop! Let go of her.
Who is it? How dare he is?
He is the secretary of the eldest daughter of the Hayes Group. Hayes family is our brand, investor. Secretary Rulin, why didn't you tell me you come to the store?
If I hasn't come without informing you, I wouldn't know that guests in the shop my family invested would be kicked out in public.
Secretary Rulin, truth be told, this is Mrs. Collins's order.
You mean you are Mrs. Collins? Yeah.
She offended Mrs. Collins. She deserved to be kicked out.
Secretary Rulin, you're also from the upper class. We're in the same circle. You don't have to lose your temper for such an inferior person.
Shut up.
Lowly person bumpkin, I think you are. Used to be fake Mrs. Collins, so you forget who really you are.
You're still talking nonsense, right?
Presumptuous. Do you know who she is? She is?
Kara.
Mr. Collins?
Mr. Collins, why are you here? Your arrival really makes the shop flourish.
How is it? Did you get the Sea of Heart?
You should ask your dear wife.
Oh no.
My wife is you.
Yes, Mr. Collins, Kara Hayes, bullied your wife again and again in the company.
What they mean is...
Mr. Collins, although you and Mrs. Collins want to keep a low profile, we already know Miss Holt is your wife.
Now you should know what it means.
Mr. Collins, I can explain.
Yes, Mr. Collins. Not only she takes one fake family card, but also bluffs and blusters here. And she disrespect Mrs. Collins. I'm going to ask her out now.
Hand over the Sea of Heart. It's very suitable.
This.
Kara is my wife. And also the wife of Mr. Collins.
How is this possible?
This lady is real Mrs. Collins, the other one is.
How dare she pretended to be my wife and bullied her?
Cornelia Holt, you impersonated position of Mrs. Collins. How do you feel?
Mr. Collins, I don't mean that. It's them who insist on it.
You, impostor, caused me to offend real Mrs. Collins.
Cornelia Holt, how dare you cheated us and pushed the blame onto us?
Cornelia Holt, you've disappointed us too much. Kara, sorry. We were all confused by her money.
That's right, Kara. No, Mrs. Collins. It's all our fault. Please don't mind and forgive us.
Stop it. Don't trust others so easily in the future.
Okay, that's for sure.
I'm leaving.
Kara Hayes is just a vendor. How could she marry Mr. Collins and I was kicked out? This world is so unfair. I'm telling you, last time at the jewelry store, the secretary Ringo was especially protective of Kara Hayes. It turns out that there is such an improper relationship.
Kara?
Senior, you come to the company to talk about endorsement and cooperation?
Yes, it's almost done, and after some time I'm going abroad. The next time we meet, I don't know when it will be.
Then, Senior, you should take good care of yourself when you are abroad.
I will.
Kara? Come here for a while?
Oh. Bryant Collins, what are you trying to do?
Why is he looking for you?
Are you talking about the senior? He was just coming here to talk about the cooperation. He happened to bump into me and said hello to me.
Talk about cooperation, then focus on it. He's not in charge of this. He even went around the entire office to come here to chat with you. I might as well cancel the contract.
Don't do that, Bryant Collins. Why are you so stingy?
I'm stingy. Enduring him until now is my limit.
Because the senior is about to.
Kara Hayes, you're just a slutty woman. You don't deserve to be Mrs. Collins.
Cornelia Holt, didn't you get fired by the company? Why are you here?
Get out.
Mr. Collins, I just want you to see the true color of this slutty woman.
The senior and I are just friends. Bryant knew it. He was just jealous. Do you want to get involved things between our couple as well?
Get out. I don't want to repeat it for the third time.
Mr. Collins, look at this.
You secretly took photos of me.
Kara Hayes, you feel guilty, huh? You're just a vendor. You are Mrs. Collins now, but you flirted with other men outside.
No, that's not true.
What's the truth? As long as you give me a reason, I will trust you.
Mr. Collins, she's flirted with other men. You're still speaking for her.
Grandfather told me, the most important thing between husband and wife is trust. Kara is my wife. I trust her unconditionally. And this is a private matter between us. It's none of your business.
Bryant?
Why can you, a poor vendor, be Mrs. Collins? Let go.
Cornelia Holt, you have a grudge against my identity, right? I'll make you know the truth. Martin.
Miss Hayes.
Miss Hayes, what did you call her? What are you talking about? Vendor, she is nobody?
How dare you? This is Miss Hayes of Hayes family.
What?
I am not poor at all. I'm Miss Hayes of Hayes family. As for setting up a stall, it's just my hobby.
You must be satisfied now to reveal my identity of Mrs. Collins?
Kara Hayes. I didn't expect that. You're so good at acting.
Tell you the truth, I really wanted to get along well with you, but you're getting more and more excessive. You've always been the greedy one. You're not me.
All right, I am the loser. I didn't expect that. You're Miss Hayes of Hayes family.
Stop it, Cornelia Holt. According to my investigation, you're just the daughter of the driver of Collins family. You failed to pretend to be Mrs. Collins and tried to destroy relationship between Kara and I. Kara is an easygoing person, but I am not.
I didn't mean that. Mr. Collins, this is a misunderstanding. I just...
You just hope to see I'm not fine, right?
I've already fired your father. Get out of Boston from now on. We don't want to see you again. Take her out.
Mr. Collins.
My husband is very handsome when he speaks for me. Thank you, my beloved wife.